Good morning. Hi, my name is Sarah. I am an Aussie illustrator and designer. This is Riley. Today is a pretty typical day in the sense that it isn't typical at all, but I don't have too much admin work to do, so hopefully it will be interesting for you guys because I'm going to do quite a lot of creative work. It is currently just after 8 a.m. I've got up, walked the dogs, and made myself a lazy girl breakfast, a protein shake. I don't have anywhere to go today, so I'm just going to dive right in. Alright, this is a piece that I did yesterday. It was just a doodle that I've had in the back of my mind for a really long time. I've been sitting on it and thinking about it, and I'm not happy with the text. I don't think it looks bad, but good is not good enough. I want it to be great. So I'm going to play around a bit with some fonts in Photoshop, overlaying them on top to see if we can get something that looks a bit stronger. Actually, it looks really good today. Adobe Fresco released its new charcoal brushes, so I wanted to test them. So this entire thing was done with those charcoal brushes. Specifically, I think I used charcoal pencil and Vine Charcoal 4. I think it came out really nicely. I just want to see if I can improve this text. So I'm going to show you how I prepare this to upload onto Etsy as a new product. I start by creating a new folder within my artwork folder, name it appropriately, save the file in there as a PSD. Okay, so we're going to export out the document as a PDF. This is the file that I deliver to customers. I'm now going to create mockups to use on my listing so customers can see what it would look like on their wall. The first mockup that I show is a really simple, straightforward one which shows realistic colors and doesn't have any extreme lighting conditions and things like that. I had to edit the mockup before I could drop the file in there because up to that point I'd only done portrait orientation files and this was my first horizontal orientation, so I just had to update that before I could drop the file in. I dropped it into this mockup, which is our stylized mockup, which will act as the listing photo and kind of the first thing that people see. Okay, so what I like to do is grab one of my existing listings and duplicate it and then make changes. That way, a lot of the settings are already there and I only have to change the photos and text and make sure that everything is appropriate. As this one is kind of, I think this one's gonna look really cool in a little kid's bedroom, so I'm copying another listing which I also kind of directed at kids. And I'm gonna go in and swap out the photos. This image here is one that I created to go with every single listing. I'll show you what it looks like. So this is the third image on every listing that I do, and it just kind of explains what a digital download is in case people are unsure. I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom and I'm going to get rid of the digital file from the old image, put in the digital file for this new image, And again, it has a thank you note. I'm going to change all of the text. Okay, that's ready to go. Usually I would upload a bunch of items, save them as drafts, and then drip them out, but this is actually going to be today's upload, so I'm going to publish it straight away. And she's live. This is what it looks like. I'm really happy with this one. I think it's so sweet looking. Not only do I want it on my wall, but I think it would be really cute in a little kid's nursery. I'll show you actually. It's really special to me. I actually have Stay Gold tattooed on my arm. It's my favorite quote from my favorite book, The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. So I'm really excited to finally have this design done, and I cannot wait to go and print it out so that I can put it on my wall as well. I started doing this and I wasn't recording, and I'm kind of kicking myself because I feel like it's the kind of thing that I should be showing you. I don't feel like the image that I chose does it justice, not because it's not a good image, but just because you can't see like the lovely hand-drawn texture throughout it all. So I want to do another image which kind of has like a close-up, and it's going to be with my branding. So we're going for this lovely orange color, which I love so much, and I'm thinking of making it like a little magnifying glass, and then I'm going to make this a clipping mask. There we go. I think that looks good. Okay. I'm going to add that photo in here now and make it the third image. Let's make it second. Yeah, that's much better. It really didn't do it justice before, and now you can see like the line work that I have in there and that lovely charcoal brush texture. Awesome! I'm going to be doing another pennant design now. This is kind of my inspiration here. I also really like this one. I thought that was cool. So with this one, I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently to the last one. Obviously the word adventure is really long and there's a lot of different letter forms in there, and I've got a smaller canvas to work with. So I'm actually going to be taking a screenshot of that half finished image in fresco, dumping it onto my computer using a text box to lay text on there properly, and then once I'm happy with the text, I'm going to put it back into fresco and trace over it to give it a nice hand-drawn look. This way I'm going to make sure that I have really nice spacing, I have really nice letter forms, and everything looks really professional rather than being a little bit too sketchy and undone looking. So let's do that now.